Sunny Bonani, Sunny Bonani, Sunny Bonani, Sunny Bonani, Sunny Bonani, Sunny Bonani, Sunny Bonani. Oh, I'm so grateful. So grateful. Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful. Truly, I am so grateful. This has been quite an experience. Truly, it has been quite an experience. Truly, it has been quite an experience. I am so grateful. This journey has been something else. To have had the time and the opportunity to go through this leadership initiation, global leadership initiation. Oh my goodness, I forgot to turn my lights on. Let me turn my lights on. Wait. Yo. Let's turn on the lights so we can have a good time. Sunny Bonani Visionaries, I thank you for coming on this journey with me. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. It was a serious journey of initiation into leadership. You know, I found that if you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, every level there's a new level. And to reach this level, and you know, I don't really believe that you reach self-actualization. I really don't. Because this journey is so many lifetimes. It's so so many experiences to just embody that immortality. I'm trying to figure out this phone thing. I still can't figure it out. Please help me. Yeah, I figured it out on my iPhone, but like on my Samsung phones, I can't figure it out. I'm not so sure what's going on. But yeah, the awakening journey, the spiritual awakening journey is such a beautiful journey, but it's not beautiful when you're going through it. I can tell you this, it's not beautiful. It's one of the hardest journeys you will actually ask to go on, because you ask to go on these journeys. It's not like it just happens to you. You ask to go on these journeys, and you get to face every part of you that contains fear, that contains lack of self-esteem. All of those parts of you just show up, and you're like, oh my God. I kind of need to forgive this. I need to forgive myself for this. I need to embody this. I need to embody this, and I need to embody this. I always keep, like, every time I'm coaching someone through the branding process, I'm like, something is going to show up that you are not even expecting that it's going to show up. Like, sometimes you don't even know where it's going to come from. But like, the more spiritual work you do, the more forgiveness work you do, the more prayer work you do, the more reflection, meditation, mindfulness, yoga, and being in integrity in everything that you do at work, when anything shows up that threatens to overtake your sanity, threatens to destroy your career, your brand, your hard work, you can just stand in your truth and say, you know what, I'm really disappointed that this is what has come of an experience that I thought was going to be beautiful. But okay, this is life. As visionaries, we have to understand that this awakening journey is not an easy journey. It doesn't matter if you're awakening and you're working on Wall Street, or you're working as a waitress, or you're working as a housekeeper, or a doctor, or a lawyer, or an engineer, or a school teacher. It doesn't matter. When you are deep in the initiation of spiritual awakening, and there's levels to this stuff. There's serious levels to this stuff. Some of us are just awakening from the first layer of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and that's okay. Some of us is the second layer of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the third layer, and where we're just going through divorces. And we're like, oh my God, I thought that this person would love me forever. I thought that this relationship would, this job, this whatever it is. And that is an awakening process, right? Forgiveness work, because that's disappointment. So the self-esteem, like, just to embody my self-esteem and just say, oh, I'm a sovereign being, you know, so that I can like start walking the self-actualization path. If I could only tell you what a journey, oh my God. I have respect, utmost respect for great leaders. And great leaders come in all shapes and sizes. It doesn't mean that you have to have 10,000 degrees and all sorts of money and success. What is success? Who defines success? You are the only person that can define success for yourself. I've defined success as being, how many people can I help today? How many people can I just plant a seed of greatness? You are worthy. You are a good person. Try your best. Yes, you made a mistake yesterday. It's okay. Try again. Forgive yourself. For me, that's all the seeds. That's the only seeds that I want to plant, because the more I figure out that the more people forgive themselves, I forgive myself, the more I live in a happy place in my head. And I don't want to go fight with people. I'm not fighting with people. I just do my own thing, and I just live my own life, and I just sit around and I do my forgiveness work all day long. Okay, not all day long, but I still have to teach. I still have to work with clients. I still have to iron my own clothes, okay? Wash my dishes. I still need to do my own laundry. So there's so many jobs that I'm doing, working on my English courses for immigrants and people that are moving to other countries. That's a whole new app that I'm working on. There's so many things. And throughout our experience and our awakening, what we're going to find is we're going to have a lot of disappointment. And throughout our radical forgiveness experience, the kind of like this 40-day experience, I said, let's forgive God for all the disappointments we've had. But now with self forgiveness, let us forgive God for all the times we have disappointed ourselves. I have disappointed myself. You have disappointed yourself so many times. When I think about all the times that I've disappointed myself and then I've tried to blame someone else, it hurts my spirit. Because in the end, I'm the one that's still hurt. I'm the one that's still feeling the disappointment. I'm the one that's still feeling the pain. So that person really didn't disappoint me. That person was there to show me how I'm disappointing myself all the time, or how I'm allowing other people to come into my life and create havoc in my life, and then I feel disappointed after that. I had to sit down with myself and do radical self-forgiveness. I still think I need to do a lot more of those radical self-forgiveness for self-disappointment. For the amount of times I've disappointed myself with not trusting myself, I'm like, I know that mental health is the way to go. And then I would talk to somebody and they'd say, nah, nobody's committing suicide. No, not at all. Nobody's. And then I'm like, am I crazy? Am I the only one that is seeing this? Am I crazy? Am I the only one talking to myself? And then I would just stop for 3 months or stop for 2 months and I just go work with my private clients. But like, no, there's so much suffering in the world. Sometimes I would just stop because somebody who is not even conscious of their own suffering, is not even conscious of their own depression, would tell me there's no such thing as mental health. Stop believing that rubbish. And I'm like, am I crazy? Or is everybody else crazy? So I've had to kind of like sit with myself and say, I've disappointed myself a lot by listening to other people. I've disappointed myself a lot by not following my intuition. I've disappointed myself a lot by not just going for whatever I want to go for and just whatever, and not listening to people who don't know anything. So when you take that kind of responsibility, then you start walking the path. You start walking the path. You're like, okay, I have been disappointed up until this time by all these people who don't understand what I'm talking about. Mental health is a thing. It's a serious problem, but people don't see it. Okay, I can keep disappointing myself by just following people who don't actually want to acknowledge that they are going through a mental health crisis. I can keep disappointing myself and feeling bad and feeling angry at people and feeling angry at myself. Or I can just like say, okay, well, it doesn't matter if they disappoint me. It doesn't matter if they don't believe that mental health is a thing. I know that mental health is a thing. I know how I've healed from my own depressions and my own anxieties, and how I've gotten myself into like just equilibrium where I can think and I'm just not like anxious all the time. I know how to do it. For myself, I am living proof, because when I came here, I was a different person. I was 26 pounds heavier. I was happy, but not the kind of joy I feel. The kind of joy I feel now is like on an it's like on a nervous system level, where I am just not anxious anymore. I can keep believing people who are depressed and anxious who say, no, 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 those things don't exist. What? People are not unaliving themselves. That's not true. Where do you get this information? I can keep doing that and keep disappointing myself and keep disappointing my dream. Or I can just like say, okay, I'm just going to walk with this. It's not going to be sexy. I'm not going to know how to do it right the first time round or to a bigger audience. I'm probably going to offend some people by talking about the things that I talk about. But as long as I know that my intention is good, I'm not here to harm people. I'm not here to break up people's families. I'm not here to destroy people's businesses. I'm just like, let's look at these things that are hurting us from just like a really concerned place as a healer, going, if we can heal these things, we can grow as people. We can love each other more. We can work together better in business. We can have less conflict in the world. Right? That's the intention. That's the prayer for our children and children's children. This is the prayer I'm praying from. It's not even my prayer. It's not. This prayer is praying me. I am a living embodiment of this prayer. It's not my prayer. It's my it's my higher self's prayer in concert with the universe, for there to be just love and creative expression and collaboration and sharing and praying together and just believing that love raises dreams. In that process, I am going to get disappointed a lot because not everybody believes in it until you've had your spiritual awakening moment where you're just like, what the hell? You don't see it, and it's okay. I am not going to disappoint myself, though. I'm going to continue forward, 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 forward. Eventually people will say, oh my God, I understand what she's talking about now. Okay, at least they're left awake. You know, when you're on a boat and you see the water, it's awake. It's awake of, hey, here's the light, here's the light. If you want to heal from depression, do tree therapy, go and talk to a tree. If you want to heal from anxiety, just lay on the ground and just put your forehead on the ground and just like let the anxiety get like just be released into the earth. You are stressed out mentally, go and talk to a tree. Do you know what I mean? These sorts of small little things that I've done, that I've shown even on my YouTube channel, has left awake, so that anybody can go, huh, depression. I didn't know that if you dance and you go to drum circle and start shaking, it will release trauma, shaking therapy, right? Many of us don't even know that these things are true, but we do this in Africa. I've seen that Russian people do it. I've seen that Asian people do it. I've seen African people do it. And it's just leaving that connection and connecting all the dots. Do you think I haven't been scared of being ostracized, of being mocked, of being disappointed, of being rejected, of being called stupid? Yeah, but I think the parts of leadership, and especially self-actualization, when you're coming out of Maslow's hierarchy of needs with the self-esteem, is that I think you actually have to experience that. I think the consciousness is so gangster. It's like, I will not allow you, your higher self will not allow you, in concert with God, will not allow you to get to the next level. I think that's truth, because I just had like a clearing in my throat. Yeah. I don't think your higher self will allow you to go to the next level of consciousness until you clear it. Not even clear it, but just be able to just stand no matter what. Self-esteem. I stand in my self-esteem. No matter what you say, no matter how many times you disappoint me, no matter how many times people betray me, I'm just going to stand. Okay, by myself. I believe in this idea. I believe in it so much that companies believe in it too. Okay, great. And governments believe in it too. But do you know how long it's taken me to believe in this mental health idea and just be solid with it and embody it and say, no matter what, I don't care, I'm going to stick with it. I will never be broke. I won't. There's abundance in the universe. And as long as people can breathe, I can teach them how to breathe properly. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be liberated from all ignorance. May I be liberated from all suffering. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be liberated from all ignorance. May all beings be liberated from all suffering. Yo, man, woman, it has taken me so long, just from my first Vipassana meditation experience, where I learned about metta. It's like 20 years ago. No, yeah, 19 years ago. Can you imagine? So you are on the path going to experience a lot of disappointment. You are on the path going to experience a lot of betrayal. You are on the path going to experience a lot of self-doubt. Oh my God. And then you're going to disappoint yourself. In that disappointment, you are going to blame people, because this is the nature of human blaming something outside of yourself, right? We don't know that we need to take responsibility. Whoever told you that you need to take responsibility? And even if they tell you just take responsibility for your life, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? The first step in taking responsibility is really just doing a forgiveness worksheet and saying, okay, I'm so angry. I'm so disappointed in myself. Oh, I'm disappointed at God that God didn't show me, or I'm disappointed at a person, or something like this. But usually, when you get to the point of I'm disappointed at myself, then you're like, huh, I am a good person. Okay. Are good people allowed to make mistakes? Well, I didn't know that good people are allowed to make mistakes. Oh, I've just learned something new. Good people are allowed to make mistakes too. Ha ha! Bad people are allowed to make mistakes. Aha! But now I'm a good person. So that means I need to make less mistakes and start doing more good things. Aha! And I won't feel disappointed. Aha! And I'm going to be planting good karma. Aha! What a great novel idea. So that disappointment now turns into, I want to plant good things in the world. That disappointment turns into, oh, how many times have I disappointed myself? Maybe you're a painter. Maybe you're a poet. Maybe you're a writer. Maybe you're a singer. Maybe you wanted to be a mathematician. Maybe you wanted to be a scientist. And somebody said, no, you can't do it. And then you believed somebody and you disappointed yourself and you didn't go for your dreams. Forgive yourself for that. Do you know what? You can still go for your dreams. I was watching some news station thing, like a news interview. There's this woman who was like 89 years old and she was graduating college for the first time to get her first degree. 89 years old lady from America. Not old lady, mature lady, very smart. Because she said, you know what, I want to get a degree before I get old. And I've been working a long time and I haven't had the time because I had to raise children and grandchildren. Now I want to go get a degree. I'm going to do something for myself. And she went and got a degree for herself. I was like, yeah, good for you. Good for you. You didn't give up. You still went for it, even though you didn't you had a lot of disappointments along the path. I like stories like that. I like stories of the underdog triumphing. Like, I want to be a part of that story of like the universe, just Mother Earth, just triumphing. Love reigns supreme. I love stories like that. I always want to watch stories like that. Um, Even when I go to the movies, I want to watch stories of how people overcame. Watch more stories like that, more movies like that. Maybe I should do yeah, movie review. Oh yeah, that would be fun. Movie reviews, because I don't want to watch shoot 'em up, bang 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 bang. Okay, I used to like to watch shoot 'em up, bang bang. My husband and I call them shoot 'em up, bang bang, shoot 'em up, bang 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 bang. But like I can't go to sleep when I watch shoot 'em up, bang bang. I have anxiety. But I do like to watch stories or movies about people who have triumphed, like Dolly Parton's story. Google Dolly Parton's documentary, The Singer. She has Dollywood in Tennessee or something like this. But she's an American singer who grew up in a little bit of a poverty, and I think she lived in a trailer. I can't remember, but she lived in a trailer with her parents. But she could sing, and she just kept singing and singing and singing and singing and singing, and then she finally got a record. And one of her most biggest hits was that her mom was about her mom making her a quilted jacket that was so misplaced because her mom didn't have money. So her mom just took all of the pieces of material and made her a jacket, and she wore the jacket to school. And she wrote a song about it, and it became a big hit. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so beautiful. Disappointment was taken and turned into something beautiful. She sang about her disappointment. And by singing about her disappointment, she became, she had a great hit. So I don't like to stay in disappointment. And the first way to get out of disappointment is forgiveness work. What is this disappointment teaching me? how can I alchemize this disappointment and turn it into something really great? Because the business world is all disappointment. Relationships are all disappointment. And it's all about alchemizing that disappointment and turning it into something purposeful so that you can turn it into profits. Everyone has the spark of divinity within everyone. And when you can alchemize, like, what does alchemize mean? Take something painful and turn it into something beautiful so that you can help others who are going through that painful experience to say, oh, there's hope. If she can do it, I can do it. You know, we might not be able to do it the same way, and that's okay. Do it your own way. We might have started off from different places. I started in Africa, maybe you started in Asia, maybe you started in America or Europe. But it's okay. We can learn from each other and say, hey, my sister, oh, hey, my brother, do it like this. I tried it like this. I tried this, and it helped me. Oh, okay, let me try. And when you try, it gets you out of that stagnation. It gets you out of that feeling of disappointment and depression. But first, I would love to say, let's just do a radical self forgiveness for all of the disappointments. Maybe just put them all together. Just say, disappointed about life, you know? Or I'm disappointed about that I didn't get this job. I'm disappointed that my marriage ended or my boyfriend left me. I'm disappointed that I broke up with my friends. I'm disappointed that whatever it is that you're disappointed at yourself. The more you can start taking responsibility for your emotional state, emotional well being, the more you grow as a human being and you realize this life experience is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, you're going to meet up with some really interesting experiences. But how do you take that experience and turn it into something purposeful and then turn it into a profit? Like for me, I'm like, bring it on. But of course, I'm a Wall Street trader. So I see everything as an investment. I'm like, that was a painful experience, but okay, that was a bit of an investment. How can I turn this investment into like $1 billion thing? Like, because like I'm in pain right now. I'm in serious hell of pain right now. And I'm not liking this. I'm not dealing with this very well. So every experience, if we could just look at every disappointment as an investment into a future profit, but you first need to find the purpose behind that pain, and just every pain is an investment. Let's just look at it like that. Welcome to Church of Wall Street. Every pain is an investment into figuring out the next stage of your purpose so that you can figure out your profits. What? What a great equation. What a great equation. Every pain is an investment. Welcome to Church of Wall Street. Where spiritual awakening has a tangible ROI. Let's talk about this. Every pain is an investment into figuring out the next stage of your purpose so that you can figure out your profits. What? I'm loving this. Aren't you loving this? So bless every experience you've had that is painful, that is purposeful. Bless it, bless it, bless it, bless it. Thank it, thank it. Oh, Nyabonga, thank you so much. It was painful, but it was a great investment. It was so painful. It almost ripped me from inside. Say this. It's okay. I say this. God can handle it. Only God can handle these things, honestly, because sometimes the pain is so deep. You're like, I don't even think a psychologist can handle this, but God can handle it because God created you. And you wrote the story with God and you said, God, I'm strong enough. I'm going to go down there and I'm going to handle some of these things. And they're going to like, and I'm going to be like, oh, okay. That was a serious disappointment. That almost knocked me out. But okay, I'm coming back. That was a serious investment. Oh, it was a serious investment. But look, it led me to the next stage of my purpose. And look at the profits, love. What? I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. The gods are good. Thank you. Now, every spiritual teacher you work with, every person who comes into your life and disappoints you, whatever it is, you start with your radical self-forgiveness and your radical forgiveness, and you try to figure out what the purpose. Don't rush it. Also, it will unfold. It will announce itself. Please stop trying to find your purpose. Just do the radical forgiveness work. The more I do the forgiveness work, my purpose just shows up. Children just come to me and ask me if I can teach them. People just say, oh, can I work with you? Because in my energy field, I don't have malice. I don't carry anger towards people because I refuse. I refuse to hate. I refuse. I refuse to live in anger. I refuse. I refuse. So whatever it takes, however amount of forgiveness I must do, however amount of therapy work I must do, however amount of tree therapy work, however amount of, I don't know, sun worship I must do while I'm working, and I will do so that I can help myself get out of pain. And when I find something that works, I will share it with you so you can get out of pain, because I want us to be happy so we can all be nice. You know what I mean? For the children. Even if it's not for yourself, just think of the children. Please, human being. Let's just think of the children, because you're going to incarnate back. When you incarnate back, it's best we incarnate in a beautiful world where there's peace and art and beauty and wholeness and love and dancing, where everybody's happy. You know what I mean? Okay, so forgive yourself for all of the disappointments, okay? Even if you have to forgive God and say, God, like, how did you allow me to disappoint myself like this? Or Buddha, how did you allow me to disappoint myself like this? Or whomever you pray to, I just say God, or life. Okay. So that we're not Jesus people or Hindu people or Buddhist people. We're just like, okay, everybody has a nostril, everybody has pain, everybody has crazy in the head, everybody has fires, everybody has money problems, everybody has some kind of problem. So if we can just start saying, say, my brother, I understand you have this problem. I have helped myself get out of this problem by using this radical self-forgiveness. My sister, I understand you have this problem. I have helped myself get out of this problem by using this radical self-forgiveness or radical forgiveness. I'm just sharing it with you. You can try it and see if it helps you. But if it doesn't help you, okay, no problem. You didn't pay anything. You didn't lose anything. You tried it. You know what I mean? But maybe it will work. And if it does work, who can you become? How far can you go in life? How much self love can you embody? How much self esteem? You know, how much of a more loving parent can you be, and a great citizen in this whole world? How many people can you help with your love, with just what you know? The more you forgive, the more you understand, we are the same. The disappointments and the pains I've had, I can actually help somebody else who's going through that same hard time. And people will thank you for that. They don't thank you at first. Honestly, they don't thank you at first. In fact, though I've been doing this for long enough, like coaching long enough, that I know the first 3 months people hate me. And I'm like, but why are you hating me? You came to me, you paid me to help you understand why you're having these problems. But now why are you projecting on me? Why are you hating me? It's because it's so difficult when you first start to see what is blocking you. It's so difficult to look at yourself. It's painful to look at yourself. It's like, oh my God. But then they come back in month 3 or month 4 and they're like, Tembi, you were so right. I'm like, I'm not right. I've just practiced this work enough on myself that I know the process. The first 3 months, you're mad. People are just like angry. I'm like, please do not send me your projections and your bad energy. Please do not. But I understand. It's very difficult to change. It's very difficult to love yourself. It's very difficult to accept yourself. It's very difficult to work on your shame, because we all have been taught that we're not good enough. I am here to tell you that you are good enough. You are a good person. You can become the most magnificent, brilliant, genius, amazing, whatever you want to be, if you just keep working on yourself. You know what? I'm a good person. Just that there, I'm a good person. If I'm a good person, I must do good every day, right? Right. Because a seed of a tomato can only bear tomatoes. So if you plant the seed, and let me be your farmer, teacher Tembi, plant the seed, doop, you are a good person. I've planted that seed. Now, tomorrow, actually today, just do the radical forgiveness worksheet. Do it for yourself, for your disappointments. I didn't know that I'm a good person. Okay, I forgive myself for disappointing myself because I didn't know that I'm a good person. Okay, that's a great start, right? Right, it's a great start. Then tomorrow, you wake up in the morning, you say, no, I'm a good person. As a good person, would I want to speak to somebody like this? No, a good person would never do that. Because we all know when we're hurting other people. We all know when we're gossiping and lying. We all know that it doesn't feel right. It just feels like, you know. So we start with this seed. You are a good person. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday. Yes, it does. It's the karma. But forgive yourself. The more you forgive yourself, the more you choose not to create bad karma in your life. And the more your life just works. It starts working. You're like, oh, I'm a good person. Yeah, I've disappointed myself. I've disappointed other people. I've hurt other people. But okay, but I'm a good person. Truly, I am a good person. I can just start every day saying to myself, I am a good person. And as a good person, every day there'll be more good, and I want to do more good, and I want to help more people, and I want to be living in goodness. I am a good person. Okay? Meta. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be liberated from all ignorance. May I be liberated from all suffering. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be liberated from all ignorance. May all beings be liberated from all suffering. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Togos, togos, togos. Be happy, be happy, be happy. Please be happy. Forgive yourself. You are a good person. You are a good person. I've planted the seed. Accept the seed. I am a good person. And then start from today. Radical self-forgiveness. Download below. And then start planting seeds of goodness every day. Okay? See how you can plant seeds of goodness every day. Oh, I'm going to plant seeds of goodness every day. Because why? I am a good person. Okay. Bye. We're almost done. We're almost there in our 40 days. Bye.